bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, Big Bombaclot. Hello, Exobot. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Yeah, so you fell asleep to the last stream. Well, that's nice. That's cozy. What a happy story. What a happy ending. The title is not clickbait. The title is very apt. And to be so honest, kinda gay. So true. To be so fucking for real, to be so honest, I agree with Pablo that they should just do away with heat inherit. I don't think they should do the individual heat procs because the infinite heat duration and the linear scaling is a core identity of heat. But they should probably fix the underlying mechanic of heat inherit. And probably not do the lazy method of just make it work like elect procs or toxin procs, because I think that would largely detract from the cool part of heat inherit. I should say just from heat as a DOT, not necessarily heat inherit. But yeah, I saw his tweet. Wow, that looks way better as a skin. Wow. That just looks way cooler. Headshot heat does sound cool. No pun intended. What's the pun? Am I missing something? To give you guys the TLDR, the fundamental premise of heat inherit is actually fairly unhealthy for the game. Because if we just quickly utilize like an example of like a heat inherit build, the end result effectively, when you boil everything down from heat inherit, right, is that you are essentially putting these mods on a weapon that you have fully invested a DPS build into. Shmilonev, hi Big Steve. So, to kind of clarify what that's like, Ember also suffers from heat inherit. Yes and no. The larger conversation at hand was about Ember, and I think that Ember is in a dog shit state and needs massive help and changes. I don't necessarily think that, oh, because Ember needs help, we need to kill heat inherit and then we can save Ember. Ember is dog shit with or without heat inherit. The reason Ember and heat inherit have an anti-synergy and an anti-synergistic relationship boils down to the fact that Ember tends to like to apply a lot of heat procs before your weapons can reach the enemies. He mentioned an issue being too many people use heat inherit, and to be honest, you disagree. Rather have consistent mechanics that everyone can use than some broken mechanics only a few use. Yeah, that was another thing, is the idea that, oh, this would upset the veteran players. What veterans, bro? What veterans? If you mean like RB Gooners and fucking Cascaders, I'm sorry, fuck them. They are a very cringe and very toxic minority of the community. They're not really all that. I don't think that you need to necessarily give a shit about their feelings, frankly. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna showcase really quickly kind of the difference. So let's just really quickly go. Let's just take this build. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna copy no, what am I doing? I'm going to duplicate this over to config D. I'm going to remove this top section here so that we pretty much have just as much heat as possible and as much bane as possible. We might get a couple corrosive procs, but I think on the whole, we should be getting heat a vast majority of the time. You know, should we get whatever, it's not going to really affect the DPS that much because we'll be testing against Xmas units, right? So let's really quickly grab Grenier Xmas Bombard, maybe. Bombard Xmas unit. I actually have Manic Bombard Xmas units here. This might be a perfect enemy to showcase the difference. Let's actually grab 2 of these guys. Oh, I have... Hold on. There are, in fact, AI. Manic Bombard Xmas. Let's grab 2 of these guys. Why do they spawn on opposite sides? Well, I guess it's fine. So, to kind of show you guys how Heat Inherit works, right? I'm actually going to use Jade. Jade is a perfect example of Heat Inherit. So I have the laser beam ability here, and you can see it, you know, heating and dealing damage to this guy. And the cool thing about Jade is that, you know, this guy will take a ton of damage, and there's 893,000 damage just from sitting here using Jade's first ability. That's part of how the ability works. It's good. And if I shoot this guy with a primer, right, and you can see I can load up a bunch of heat DOT on this guy, you know, he takes some damage, but obviously I could sit here and I could dump a magazine at him. We've got like 23,000 damage, right? Right? These 2 things by themselves, one of them is DPS oriented and one of them is with a hive multiplier but pretty low damage. The way Heat Inherit works is basically we're going to take that high multiplier and we're going to put it on our DPS setup here. And so you can see the damage that we're dealing to this guy is way faster, and we are killing this guy way harder. And we did about 2.4 million damage with just Heat Inherit. We can do it again on this guy in way less time, right? And the reason this works is because what we're doing here is we are applying the multiplier from our Tysus onto this DOT here. This guy's taking a lot more damage than what he realistically should be taking. Grab 2 guys again. And this guy without Heat Inherit, and this guy with Heat Inherit. Well, this didn't last very long, so maybe it's a little unfair. But there you go. 3.2 million damage pretty quickly, and probably more. Right? And Heat Inherit is a very obscure mechanic, right? It's not something that's really clear. It's not something that's explained very well. Because the reason this happens... The reason this happens at all is because what's effectively happening to these guys is the heat DOT is being consolidated. So every other DOT, right? If I had electric, let's grab electric on a primary really quickly. We're gonna grab, I don't know, the Quanta is a great weapon. Quanta Vandal. So we got the Quanta Vandal here, right? If I blast the shit out of this guy, all of the electric procs, right? These 36 electric procs, even though they are combined into this guy, they are individual from each other. And what that means is as some of the electric procs dissipate, this value is going to change, right? So you can see that this value is going to go up and down with new electric procs and old electric procs. Their timers are individual. So even though the damage is consolidated into one instance, each of the electric DOTs is independent from each other. And they don't refresh the duration infinitely. They don't get combined into one damage instance in the sense that each of the electric procs is still run on an individual merit. They are combined into one damage burst. They all tick on the same time. So all of their DOT timers do get synchronized to an effect. But their actual like properties are individual to each electric proc. They are behaving independently from each other. This is also super apparent with something like Slash, where Oh, interesting. I didn't realize you could just search the word slash and have it pop up. That's not what I meant to search. I meant to search the Nev gun. There we go. So slash also functions in this way, except it doesn't synchronize the DOT. So because it doesn't synchronize the DOT, all of these slash ticks are going to go independently from each other. So you can see all these different numbers are all slash procs. They're all ticking independently. And if I load this guy up with 300 slash procs, some of them are going to be visually consolidated. But the actual effect is that all of these slash ticks are in fact rendering individually, right? They're all happening separately. Heat is very different, because what heat does is not only do all of the damage instances consolidate into one like electric, but they also add to the oldest heat proc. So what's going to happen here is my heat damage is going to linearly scale upwards, and as I continue to shoot this guy, and as I continue to damage him, even though I'm, you know, fluctuating in corrosive procs, right, you'll see that the DOT that I deal to this guy with heat damage will continuously grow. It'll never shrink, and the heat procs will never run out. And eventually, you know, the damage that I deal to this guy will continue to climb. So if we stop shooting for a second, we're at 39,000 damage. And if we continue to shoot at this guy, bar some of our corrosive procs kind of fluctuating, we're going to go up to 57,000 damage, right? We're going to continue to grow linearly. Our damage is going to continue to go up. You know, even though our corrosive procs are kind of fluctuating a little bit, now we're at 10 corrosive procs, we're at 87,000. And as we just continue, where's our big one? 98,000, you know, so on. Right? Heat will continuously climb linear, and you can see that our heat procs are reflective of that. We have 300 heat procs on this enemy. Right? And it continues to go up. And so the damage we deal to this guy continues to climb because all these procs are consolidated. That is, in essence, why heat inherit is happening. Is because those procs are consolidated, what happens is if I use a really strong heat on this guy, a really strong multiplier, well, all of the future procs that come whenever Jade's ability decides to trigger. Come on, Jade's ability. There we go. All of the future heat procs are still answering to the very first heat instance. And so what that means is that this guy is going to have his heat value multiplied by those by the values that are present on my gun here. Baby Wolf was employed before Wilson. Crazy. Yeah, that is pretty wild. So realistically, what we've done is I've taken these mods here, this plus heat damage and plus Granier Bane damage, and because all of my procs are going to, all of my future procs are going to absorb these values. When I shoot this guy, all of the heat procs that come after are going to consolidate into that same damage instance, right? You can see the primary heat damage instance, 3,000 damage, and then it's going to go up to 4,000 damage. That damage instance, all of the future heat procs are going to be basically answering and referencing to that first proc, because they are going to be just feeding into that same proc. That's why heat inherit is happening. And that's also why when you do something like this, it's really powerful, because whenever Jade's ability, I don't know why Jade's ability is being so fucky. Just set the guy on fire, man. I don't get it. There we go. That's why this ends up dealing so much damage. There we go. Because we're basically putting mods on abilities that just don't have mods normally. Like, Jade, in most circumstances, would not be able to utilize this. let's see, where's the build that I have? Yeah, here we go. This is the build. So this build, which is like meant to just only use Light's Judgment and like max it out, like the whole point of this build is just Light's Judgment. This is already really strong by itself. This by itself, single target as it is meant to be, will absolutely decimate this guy. This guy will just perish. Like you can see, like we're dealing millions and millions of damage to this guy. And setting this guy up with Heat Inherit will just break that. Even stronger than what it should be. Like way stronger, like way faster. Almost twice as fast, if not more. So very clearly, Heat Inherit is kind of broken on a select few things, especially when you can control it. And you can kind of keep it in check and keep it in line. Certain primers are also going to be kind of using Heat Inherit very unfairly. Because certain weapons have really, really high Riven disposition, like the Tysis or like the Compressa, for example. And these weapons with this really, really high Riven disposition are able to get these really high multipliers. So you can see here we have damage to Grineer. If I switch this Bane to damage to Grineer as well. On this Compressa, we're going to get basically almost identical performance. Where this Compressa is just going to absolutely, just as a primer, just basically break my setup. Like way stronger than what it should be. And that's not even including, like, the weapons that this works with, right? So obviously for some weapons that are just really good at just shitting out statuses, like, for example, the Convectrix. The Convectrix also, weapons in particular, also get insanely buffed from Heat Inherit. Hopefully that guy doesn't... okay, it's fine. So... in a Convectrix build, that guy died pretty much instantly. Whereas if I'm lasering at this guy normally, it takes a little bit more time for the heat to kind of kick in, right? This is not to say that Heat Inherit is necessarily a broken mechanic. In the sense that, like, it's not really too overtuned or too strong. And the reason I say that is because realistically, Heat Inherit requires a couple of moving parts. It requires you to understand the underlying mechanics of Heat Inherit and why it works. It requires you to have kind of high investment and probably a Riven for like absolute maximized effect on a select few weapons. I think the biggest thing though is time to kill, right? Realistically, obviously the time when you prime an enemy versus an unprimed enemy to kill them is like, obviously the time to kill is going to be like not very comparable, but tell me, like, what do you think people are going to do more? A setup like this, or are they just going to shoot at a guy like this with an AoE and then move on and go to the next enemy, right? Realistically, even though this guy took like at least twice as long to die, if not more, most people aren't really playing in content that they're priming enemies anyways. Most people aren't even using stuff where Heat Inherit's going to be really, really strong. They're going to use something that's AoE and clear, and they're just going to nuke the room and then run the fuck away. You know what I mean? Nobody really gives a shit about, like, Heat Inherit, per se, when, like, the gameplay for most people is like this. You know what I mean? Where they look at the floor and they just shoot an explosive and they just run around. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like people aren't going to be necessarily utilizing Heat Inherit as much as Pablo maybe thinks that they are. And I don't really think that Heat Inherit is, like, healthy for the game. It is just a bug. It is just an exploit. You are just taking mods here, these mods here, and you are applying them on stuff that that don't have those things. And certain weapons and certain abilities are going to absolutely dumpster that and just like take way advantage of it and go way above and beyond what's normal or what's acceptable. You just aim glide around firing the Cyanex, case in point, dude. Like, realistically, Heat Inherit requires too much intentionality. It's too deliberate. It's too kind of particular. Certain cases of spreading Heat Inherit through like a companion actually work really well. So there's a couple companion weapons that I think are really great for Heat Inherit. I believe it's the Volcax is the AoE Fireball. And you can actually just set this up, because again, this has like an okay Riven disposition. You can just set this up for Heat Inherit. Right, because this has like a decent enough status a chance, and it's a big AoE. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. It has a big AoE on it, 5-meter AoE. And it also is a primary, so it has access to the extra 60% heat mod, right? And so running a setup like this with Bane to Grenier, probably there. Radius. Actually, that should go there. Need another Forma in this because I don't really run this for Heat Inherit. What am I doing? Status chance, probably. Status chance. Just give it, I don't know. That and probably multi-shot would be good. I can't even afford multi-shot. I can't even afford what I want to do. Whatever, this is good enough. Like, even this setup right here, which isn't super optimal, right? This is still decent enough. And it's passive. Oh, I have a Heat Inherit Hound. That's what I have. I use the Hounds. Where is it? Overwatch player. Heat Inherit Bowman build. There we go. Heat Inherit. And it's just putting heat mods on shit. And realistically, a Hound will also get you a similar effect, you know, and it'll spread it in a big enough area that like you can still take advantage of some of the benefits of Heat Inherit without necessarily getting crazy with it. How did you... Huh? There we go. I don't know how he took damage, but he did. So, you know, these guys can, like, you know, like, companions can kind of AoE-ify your Heat Inherit a little bit weaker. But again, it's like, it's just kind of janky, right? Now, why is Ember in the discussion here? Why is Heat Inherit a part of the Ember discussion? Well, the argument for and against Ember when it comes to Heat Inherit, right, is that if you utilize her DPS-capable abilities, like her 4 and her 1, and you utilize her, you know, the way the Lord intended, good Pablo, if you use her abilities first and then you go to DPS with your weapons, you're actually going to nerf your DOTs on your weapons, right? So, like, this DOT is very, very weak and very bad, actually. 13,000 damage out of this primer is like an insult to the primer, whereas this guy who has no procs on him at all, if I go ahead and hit him just with the raw thing, I think we're at 57,000. We're double the damage on the primer. And so Ember is kind of this problem where, well, you want to be using your ability because it has this big range, right? The idea is that, like, you activate these meteors from big range and you're attacking shit from far away. But as you can see, attacking shit from far away means that, like, I'm not really in a great position to hit them with a primer, especially a slow-moving projectile primer. So more often than not, Ember is actually going to end up nerfing your heat-based setups, your heat weaponry. This is also really bad because Ember has, like, the biggest heat multiplier in the game via her first ability. Her first ability, Fireball Frenzy, is just a gigantic heat multiplier. And if you scale up a bunch of power strength, and if you set enemies on fire, and you use Ember specifically trying to take advantage of that Heat Inherit mechanic, well, you're, like, kind of shooting yourself in the ass when you use her other DPS abilities to capitalize on that. Why do they give her meteors? You should be fire. Yeah, I trust me, I know. So, let's take a look at Ember dog shit as she is, if we utilize heat inherit on her meteors, and let's just compare the difference. So we're going to set this guy up, and we're going to press 4, and automatically we can see the difference in 39,000 damage from a heat DOT versus 3,000. We are looking at a 10x damage difference just from using heat inherit properly on Ember. And if we compare that to improperly, or, you know, being unfortunate enough to use it out of order, where we use her 4th ability and then do the primer, we are looking at a negligible amount of damage. We're looking at about 500 damage difference, maybe 1,000 damage difference. Right. Basically nothing burger content. That's really bad. That is really, really bad. You know Odin? Yeah, that's my brother. It's my little brother. Gunner skin detected? I mean, yeah, it's giant butt cheek skin. The skin is... I don't know. Ember doesn't look good, though, is the thing. Like, base Ember looks awful. The Majesty skin is like, it's fine. This skin looks terrible to me. This skin is fine. I don't love it. Ember Prime is awful. So I was like, oh, this looks pretty. So... Ember's abilities are fucking awful damage-wise. They deal a terrible amount of damage. The 4th ability deals fucking piddly fart, garbage dookie ass damage. And the reason for that is you're supposed to utilize your 2nd ability in order to make it better. We've talked a lot about like why Ember's 2nd ability is so antithetical to her kit, but the main issue is that unlike Gauss, who builds his battery by doing shit that he wants to do, which makes a positive feedback loop and then makes it very rewarding to play Gauss, Ember decreases her battery when she does shit that she wants to do. So when Ember presses 4, you don't actually want the bar to go faster, you want it to go slower, because you want to press the 4 when the bar is full. But in order to get the bar full, you have to press 4. So now that I have to wait for the bar to be full before I press 4 for the maximum benefit, it means that for the entire duration that I'm waiting for this fucking bar to fill up, I'm actually not able to press my 4 at max effect. Now that it is at max effect, when I press 4, I get the benefits of it. I do get the value out of it. I've doubled my 4 damage, as you can see via the little ticks there, but also my energy starts decreasing. Which means I now want to press my 3 to strip the enemy's armor. But now that I press my 3 to strip the enemy's armor, it's going to build up again. Which then means I have to do it again. It's like... You also don't get the armor strip on the 3 unless the bar is built up. So it's like it's backwards, right? Like, when the bar fills up, it's like you want to press 4 because the bar fills up, so you get all the damage. But then when you do that, you start punishing yourself with a massive energy drain. So you have to press 3, but only at that specific point in time. But you actually need to press 3 a couple of times, because if you don't, the bar will fill up too fast. But now that you've done that a couple of times, well, now you have to press 4 again because you have to build the bar back up. It's like you're in a permanent state of always wanting the bar to be just about to be full. Like, the real way to play Ember is to go like this and not drain any energy hitting anything. And then when you press your 3, it builds up right away so you can press 4 again, right? And then you do this. And it's like this is the Ember gameplay loop. And that sucks ass, because it feels like you're always fighting the meter. Where's Wilson with the pizza? I don't know, bro. He's fucking... I don't know where he's at. So it's like you're always fighting with this meter because you always want it to be full, but the second it gets full, you're going to start draining your energy. And this is like... I think it's capped at like 20 energy a second or something like that. It's just really bad. And then we take this a step further, as some of the chatters have pointed out, that the augment for this, where it gives you overguard, wherever it is, healing flame, this one here gives you overguard, but it costs you 17 energy. Sorry, 75 energy at base. And I guess decreases relative to the meter. I actually didn't even know that. Let's see. So it costs 75 to 25 energy based on when you cast it, which is insane. I actually didn't know that. I had no idea that was a thing. And it gives you 50 overguard. Somebody made a really great comparison in my Discord server, which is just, if we compare this to Kalervo, his regular ability, when you press it for 50 energy at base, gives you, what is that, 800 overguard per hit, and it hits like 10 times. And if you utilize his augment, then this ability lasts for 25 seconds at base, and it is completely maintenance free. You don't need to do anything. This will just continuously give you overguard so long as it can give you overguard, like this. And this has a very large radius on it. And, yeah. This also does kind of a better damage type that is blast damage instead of heat damage, so you don't have to worry about it interfering with, you don't have to worry about it interfering with your abilities at all. In fact, it actually synergizes with your ability, because instead of kind of screwing you over with like a heat inherit mechanic, now when this does damage to stuff, it chains between them. And these blast procs also chain between them, which is just very valuable. So it's like, I guess, give me a reason to use Ember's Overguard augment when Kalervo at base generates a shit ton of Overguard to survive, and then his augment literally makes him immortal for like 20 seconds because he's constantly generating Overguard. Like, give me a case why that augment should be capped to 50. That's really bad. Like, really, really bad. Sorry, 25 to 50 based on immolation. So it's actually 25 if you don't cast it properly. Oh, the drain for the immolation is uncapped? I thought it was capped at 20 ammo. The issue is that it also counters her 2's DR. Yeah, so, like, Overguard is also unaffected by DR. So, like, this thing giving damage reduction is, like, completely pointless. Damage reduction is already worthless on a frame like Ember because she has terrible stats for damage reduction. She has, like, no base armor, and she has more shields than she does health. So, like, damage reduction is, like, fucking off the table, right? You're not going to do an armor tank. You're not going to do a health tank. You're not going to do a shield tank on a frame with 465 base shield. Like, damage reduction makes no sense for her kit. It is completely antithetical to her entire, like, function as a frame. The idea that her first ability is supposed to also be, like, a DPS first ability, and it does 800 damage at base only when doubled, and then you have to actually... Sorry, so it does 800 damage when you have full immolation charge, which actually also reduces your energy economy, so you can't fully charge it. But then also, you need to cast this multiple times in order to take advantage of a combo multiplier that goes up to 8x and reduce the costing cast a little bit, so that's great. But guess what? When you use your second ability here, it doesn't really matter how much you reduce this costing cast by, because the passive energy drain is nuts. So you can see we're building up this immolation. We're building up this immolation. Oh, look, we're doing 12x damage. Yeah, that's great. My first ability costs 25 energy per cast here. And that's not including the extra penalty and drain that I'm going to incur from having my second ability active. So at some point here, my second ability is just going to start overtaking my energy economy. I'm already spending hundreds and hundreds of energy per second on this ability. Which, by the way, let's just, like, see the actual damage output, okay? This is an entire energy bar's worth of energy that we're just going to use here. We're just going to hit this guy with a full energy bar at max immolation already. So at max immolation and a full energy bar, we broke this guy's overguard at level 200. Some people say she should get accelerant back. Yeah, that's me. I'm some people. Let's do the same thing, where what we're going to do is we're going to use Heat Inherit, and we're going to see if Heat Inherit saves Ember. So we're going to let this build up. We're going to have max energy. All right, we're going to Heat Inherit now. We're going to see if Heat Inherit saves Ember's first ability. This is, again, Ember's, like, an entire energy bar from Ember with Heat Inherit. That's an entire energy bar. An entire energy bar. 640 plus energy, because we also, again, given that we already had maxed energy and we had already built up our immolation. So we're just pretending that this doesn't cost energy either. With Heat Inherit on her side, we barely killed a level 200 enemy. This frame is dog shit. Like, this frame is ass. Now, granted, this may be... Okay, let's say this isn't the most fair build because we're using a slightly lower strength build. We didn't stack augmented. We didn't go, like, all super nuke heavy top whatever. Like, we didn't turbo build this out. We didn't, like, super maximize this. Do you think if this was twice as strong, it would be worth it? Half of your energy bar spent killing a level 200 enemy? If it was 4 times as strong, 400% strength build, which you wouldn't even really be able to maintain energy economy, but let's just pretend that you could. Let's pretend that you could maintain your energy economy at 4 times strength. If this was 4 times stronger, do you think it would be good? The answer is just no. The answer is fuck no. The answer is this is dog. This is water. Like, this is actual ass. Like, Ember, the fire frame. For comparison, here's Uriel. Uriel, I believe his first ability just makes a little AoE around him that just does heat damage. Not including his passive, which is already broken. And if we just press 1 on Uriel, we just have a little fart cloud, little bit of ass cheek damage around here. This cost us 25 energy a single time. And there's 200 heat procs on this guy. And the 25 energy that we spent, and the damage multiplication from this guy, and yeah, there's 400 heat procs on this guy now. 25 energy a single time, by the way. 25 energy a single time, whereas unbuffed non-heat inherit Ember, an entire energy bar, did less than this, actually. It only broke the overguard and barely scratched the health. Now let's go ahead and use Heat Inherit. So we're going to go ahead and Heat Inherit on this guy. You can use that first ability again. And, wow, that's a bit of a difference, isn't it? Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Oh, me, oh, my. That's... Oh, no. Oh, we might kill this guy. 25 energy, by the way. $25 energy. Wow, that was 25 energy. I mean, that was something, wasn't it? Now, Uriel has a similar issue where he's also negatively affected by Heat Inherit if you do it out of order. That's something, isn't it? That's a lot of something. I'll tell you right now. The damage isn't even that ability's purpose. No, it's not. That's the secondary effect. This is a fucking radial fart cloud of 3 meters around him. That's just his passive 3 meters, just whatever. I mean, it's just night and day, dude. It's just night and day. Join We Doing Saturn. Alright. Send me a message. /W my name. I'll play with my little brother. Why not? You're gonna go into chat, type /W nev, and just say hi or something. And I will join you and we can faff about. Oh, he invited me. Never mind. Alright, let's see. What mission did he invite me to? He just has invited me to a game. Well, I don't know what missions they're doing, but it's gonna be base path. I can kind of screw about, right? I'm just gonna grab like Aki. Aki core should be good enough to just deal with anything that I play against at that level. Fail the join session. GG. Ratioed. L plus Bozo. I've been invited yet again. There he is. It's on Oberon. Nice. Broken Warframe. My MR5 brother chat. Yeah. Ember is in a sorry state. Ember is fucking miserably bad.
Hold up.
No, I'm not answering your Discord call. So I don't want your voice on stream. You're a minor. When you're older, you can be on the internet, goddammit. Silenced and oppressed. Well, you can join, yeah, here. We're doing a spy mission? Alright, type shit. Where's my Wukong loadout? We're about to speedrun level 23 missions, chat. Is that Sirius and Orion? You black monkey. Rog, hurry up. It's a spy mission. It's a level 20 spy mission, Log. I'm not too worried about you fucking performing well. Oberon is your favorite frame now? Is it now? Oh, serious? I see. You know what? Fair enough. You do like Oberon, or not Oberon. You do like Sirius and Orion a lot. I have noticed that from you. What am I doing? How does this one work again? Yeah, it's this door. Here we go. matter. There we go. Not gonna lie, I expected log to be done with B already. Let's see. Which way do we think extraction is? There it is. Monkey. Four of us here? Oh yeah, true. True. Dude, why do my emotes keep being broken? I'm gonna do some funny emotes. I didn't know you could make the black hole pitch black like that. What the fuck? What in the lighting engineering is happening in this area, man? The lighting is all sorts of fucked today. Hello? Anybody else notice this? What happened here? Maybe do dynamic volumetric, see what happens to my lighting. Oh, there we go. What? Oh, God. Good Lord. Yippee! I like that we just leave one of the brothers behind. It's really ideal. Wasn't really what I wanted to listen to, by the way. Music-wise. It's been kind of vibing, but it's not really what I wanted to listen to. Still pretty enough that I'm kind of down to just chill. I was listening to a playlist before. What happened to the playlist? There we go. How did it deviate from this? Did the playlist run out or something? No, it just decided to stop. Oh, maybe it did stop. No, it just stopped playing the playlist. I love YouTube. YouTube is so functional. No, fuck it. We're going back to the beginning of this playlist because these Chrono Trigger mixes are really good. So what do we just do? We did base path spy. What's spy is Dione, so we have rescue, exterminate. I mean, if we're just kind of getting him to just exterminate, yeah, why not? All me. Real. Let's grab a probably good weapon on a speed build. There we go. Give me that. There we go. friendship door. Oh. Door stuck. Try not to kill that for younger brother. I can't. Oh, I can't even take credit of it actually. So yeah. Okay. Let's see what guy he gets, huh? You know what? I haven't checked these in a long time. I think it was... Oh, did you get the kill? GG. Unlucky. You get shit from that air support. You like this Odin guy. So true. Oh, my chat finally caught up. What happened here? My chat was like stuck for a bit there. Sargus Ruck assassination? Oh man, this is tough. What is Heat Inherit? You've been playing since Loki was a starter and you don't know what it is? You can go to the beginning of the stream where I was just explaining it. I literally jumped right into it. I like the first thing I did was actually talk about it, funny enough. Play Oberon. I'm chilling. You've already got Oberon. You're chill. You got us covered, dude. Lol. Oh man, what awesome lights. I can see what's happening. Oh, this is great. That's really awesome. Alright, this is a good time to fix my lighting settings, I guess. I don't even have... Like, what's my effect intensity right now? Visual. I guess it's at 100, that's why. Let's drop this to, like, I don't know. I usually play at, like, 50, don't I? That's probably fine. Let's also turn our lighting back off. Cool. Oberon passive is so overtuned. Oberon is just overtuned. What's the hardest planet? None of them are really hard. It's kind of like it's kind of an oxymoron to say like hard and Warframe in the same, you know, whatever. What do you need for the Uranus junction? Defeat him, 10 heavy melees, 20 minutes at the Titan survival, and transmute a mod. Let's get him the survival time. It's not Cassini. The survival is Titan. Yeah, Titan's the survival. Alright, let's make my brother deal ooga booga damage because it's funny. I don't know. I'm gonna give him like I'm gonna go full. I'm not gonna full carry bot. Healer. That's a mobile defense. I guess he needs that. That's fine. I can do that too. What should I spend my cred offerings on? So I have 600, so I should spend them on something. Probably catalysts, right? I have a decent amount of nitane. Should I just get nitane? I'll get a couple of these, whatever. Doesn't really matter. How many of these do I have? I have 7, so 4? That's fine. Rest on nitane? Maybe. Either of us force start? Oh, okay. Oh, my chat isn't updating because it's on top chat instead of live chat. That could be a problem. Spy mission is what DE calls watching a Nev stream. Lamau. What in the fucking Caribbean getaway am I listening to? There's such a vibe though, I can't lie. Things like Volt, Embers 1 and 4 should scale with levels. So like Oberon's 1, you can one-shot high-level enemies. Volt and Embers 4 and other frames that have weak force can kill at cap. I don't think killing at cap is a useful metric. I don't also think that, like, I don't necessarily think that they should scale with enemy health or level or anything like that. They should just have some way to scale, period. Because they just don't. You know what I mean? Wow, my eyes. I'm still like, I'm being tickled by this song right now. This is fucking goofy as shit. I don't know what I'm listening to, but it's very funny. again, we're off of the playlist that was auto-generated. God, I love YouTube playlists, man. Fuck this. I'm getting on YouTube Music. This is so annoying. YouTube Music, like, at least it works. There. YouTube Music has such a banger algorithm. Yeah, and it's kind of fucking shocking that regular YouTube somehow doesn't. You know what else I've noticed? YouTube Music doesn't tend to give me AI generated slop, which is really nice. I appreciate that. And I don't know if it's just because I've spent so much like curbing my algorithm to like not recommend AI shit to me, or if it's like a matter of like I actually just like it's just the algorithm deciding, yeah, let's not give this guy slop. But I'm fairly on top of it anytime there is an AI recommendation to dislike it and fucking be like, I don't want this, get away from me. I remember that there was a plague for a little while where people kept getting like AI YouTube Music shit, and they were getting like millions of views, and then somebody did a video and they're like, hey, these are AI, and then they stopped getting views. Yeah, I don't get AI slop in my YouTube much either. Even on YouTube itself is saying music recommendations. Sometimes it has some absolute heaters. And then there's other times where I'm like, it all sounds samey. Log, do you want to find extract early? You got 20 seconds to fucking just run around. All right, cool. Yep. This is the future, epic drop. True, this is the future. Titan survival. Buying furniture online while watching this stream on TV at 2 a.m. You are always so proud of the fact that you watch my streams on your fucking TV while you lay in bed, bro. I don't know what this flex is. It's so ominous to me. Man, I should have played Sight. Oh, there's a guy here. Odin, get him. Get his ass. Leave me alone. I don't want my companion to kill this guy. Oh, I think my companion got him. Instantly got a Kuva drop. Oh, I love this room. This room's got fire. Oh, this is a fire spot. What the fuck? What in the actual camp? Holy, dude. We got like the God Roll camp RNG. What? We got the best dead end camp room, followed by an actual S tier dead end. And then spawns can only come up these stairs here, so just camp stairs. What in the actual AFK simulator, bro? I think Odin's just running off. Oh, maybe not. He's bringing enemies with him. Hold on, here we go. Let's clear these out. Get enemies to spawn behind us. We don't need to sit there and chill. Chilling is for nerds. "20 minutes survival." Just vibe around. Is the Coda Bubonico worth the extra stats? I don't know. I don't use it just because I don't really feel like investing into it, because the way I use my Bubonico is a little bit weird anyways. So I take advantage of the fact that on my Bubonico, I have a Riven that I specifically have unleveled on purpose. And it's just a corrosive Riven. So it's underleveled so that it just gives corrosive percent without like washing out the rest of my status weighting. So when I shoot this Bubonico, I get like viral, corrosive, radiation, whatever. I think the only advantage to running Coda is that you get magnetic for like the primer build for debilitate for free. So you get like more status chance or multi-shot. Let's see what he's got. That's nice. So my Bubonico is this one, and it's unranked on purpose. So it's just corrosive. It's so gas. So when I alt fire these fucking guys, you know, it's radiation and viral and magnetic and everything. Banshee on life support. Lol, true. I guess so. Just kind of sitting here. Oh, nice. Nice. No, that's good. That's good. I like that. I use the Bubonico as an alt fire monster, to be honest. Bubonico is actually fun. I find Bubonico to be a very fun weapon. Do we know if finding the things to do survival missions early, do those work on like the requirements for junctions, or does it have to be 20 like IRL minutes? Or can we find these? It does work? All right then. Let's do these then. Speed these the fuck up. Oh, I already have this. Yeah. Valkyria? What is this? Oh, frame fighter. Low key, should have played Hildren. Just walked around and just everything vaporizes, just dies. Holy. Not sure about the survival mechanic. It doesn't do what they wanted it to do. In my opinion, instead of having to find a thing, it should just be tied to the an enemy, like a special enemy or something instead that has a chance to spawn. Instead of having to run around, because the whole point is to make it like an anti-camping mechanic. So they could just make it an enemy that runs away from you and has like a special icon on the minimap or something, you know? So you kind of know where to go quickly. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Want just to hear me out, so I'm watching you. Turn me back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here because all that I got. Fucking great song. Fucking YouTube coming in to just eat my ass alive with copyright. Dude, the infinite stack Sirius is still around, which makes me wonder, like, how DE hasn't caught on and patched it. I'm actually surprised Log isn't just infinite stacking range, but I guess it's because he doesn't have, what's it called? It says there's two things in here, but then only one waypoint when we get into here. Should probably just be deleting these life support towers to get more spawns. It's also just good practice to delete life support towers anyways, I guess. Plus 10 enemy level or something. I mean, okay, what they could do is the idea with the security bypass, right, is the idea that, like, oh, you're trying to make things easier for your person operative who's picking shit up, right? Instead of that, there should just be like high alert enemies that have consoles that they're trying to gain access to, that like you hunt them down, and when you kill them, their corresponding life tower you know, life support tower dissipates or some shit. You know, maybe they spawn at life support towers and they hunt down fucking consoles or whatever. And it's like 1 per tower or something. Because the real big issue is that, like, you have to delete life support towers or else the new ones don't respawn. Which is like, why? Excuse you. Why did that music just skip? Oh, whatever. So it's like, you have to take time not killing shit to get more of them to spawn. They're not really clear for people who play survival for survival mission purposes. Like, okay, my question to DE, right, is like the survival gameplay, right, where you just sit there and you just kill shit endlessly and you grind in a blender. Is that the thing that they have issue with, or is it something else? Because if their problem is that you kill shit in a blender, then, like, survival as a mission needs to be reconstructed, right, and rebuilt. Where, if that's not really the problem, then they need to make something in gameplay that doesn't intrude on that. You know? Because the idea that I have to run away and not be killing shit to go pick something up, and then I have to go run away again to go put the thing that I picked up and put it in a spot, is, like, just really, like, it takes a lot of time out of killing the enemies. And, like, I guess the idea would be that, like, if you're playing multiplayer, right, like, oh, one person can focus on killing enemies and the other can run around and kill shit or pick up stuff. But, like, the survival game mode spawns enemies around both players. So if a player leaves because they need to go pick up a thing and then they also need to go put it in another thing, that act is going to fuck up enemy spawns, and it's going to make it impossible for the person whose job it is to kill to, like, kind of keep killing shit. So I feel like when you pick up a beacon, like I don't know, like, enemies should not be spawning around you. Or, like, if you go to find a beacon, enemies shouldn't really be spawning around you, because you're interfering with your team's, like, kill rate, which is the whole point of survival, is to constantly kill shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't play survival because I'm just, oh, yeah, it's just so much fun. Like, I'm playing survival because I want to kill shit. So picking shit up is kind of antithetical to the main gimmick of, like, kill shit. Doesn't really work. We've got more pings this way. Whoa. See, like this, I have to go all the way out here to this console. There's another one here, thankfully. But it's like, I'm so far away. Look at how many spawns I have on me, right? Like, this is bad for my team's kill rate and for, like, my loot rate and pickup rate, because, like, I'm so far away from my teammates. If I were to get something valuable picked up here, it would really suck for them, you know? And then I gotta go all the way back, and I've still got these enemies behind me that I'm leaving behind. It's like, it's very much, like, not good, I feel, for the survival game mode. Like, people who play survival, this probably feels awful. You know what I mean? And then, like, the only way you hear these is, like, if you have your game audio on, you never see them. So, like, for people who play survival, like, how many of you play with game audio versus playing with music? Like, be so fucking for real. How many of you actually play with game audio versus just turning on some fucking music at full volume, blowing your eardrums to smithereens, and vibing? Right? Like, I'm willing to wager that the majority of people are not sweating the shit out of survival missions. Oh, I wonder if those are stacking up because our pings overlapped on top of him. That's why it says 3. Because he dropped one and I dropped one. That makes sense. You're not playing with game audio, bro? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like... yeah, they're overlapping. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it just doesn't really work for the survival game mode. A game mode that's all about KPM, and then you have to interrupt that KPM to go run and pick up a thing, and then you have to go... First, you have to go find that thing. You're not going to stumble into them randomly just by moving around playing survival, because they're in, like, alternate paths and off-angle rooms. Alright, we hit 20 minutes. I think we can leave, right? Cuba Survival has a great base, just copy that idea. I agree. They're never touching this again, so it's GG's. I mean, I hope. Where's Log? Where did Log go? Oh, there we go. Odin asking again, question mark. We were just doing the thing so you guys got the junction progress. Because I imagine he's unlocking the junction, correct? Because, like, what, I'm R4? So I wouldn't be surprised if he's not at Uranus yet. You fell off the map. Nice. Nice, man. Good stuff. Tripped. GG. Alright, well, I think the rest of it is on him, right? One more until junction? That might be on him. He has to transmute a mod, and he has to kill with heavies. Oh, he has to... Yep, he's doing it. Alright, cool. There you go. And then his next would be that. So he's got to do a quest. Till Regor is easy. Melee only. And a rescue mission is easy. These are all easy. There you go. Oh my god. Oh. Big stretch. I should fashion Baruch properly. He looks ugly. Wow, fucking crazy drop. Yeah, of course the title of this song would be I Still Sit When I Pee. Like, what? Like, of course, why wouldn't it be? Fucking... Of course that's the title of this song, dude. Why would it not be? What other fucking title could it possibly be? Let's be honest. Did I just not finish randomizing colors on this guy when I hit randomize? Did I just keep hitting randomize and I just didn't like what I was like, ah, fuck it, just leave it? Try to find... Oh. I don't hate this. Oh, that green is interesting. Hello, who are you? This is kind of like a little bit of a pop, you know what I mean? It's a little interesting. Oh, shit. It's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. I really like those colors. Well, that's the beauty of randomize. Alright, I'll bring Log back in. Failed to join session, host not found. GG. Your head hurts. What should you do about it? I don't know. It's up to you, man. Where? Knock it back and don't hit your head. How about drink water? When's the last time you ingested food and water, my friend? There you go. Logathaniel over here. Uranus. What was that mission? Exterminate? Log, do you want to do something funny? You inherit heat from your parents. That's a bar, that's a bar, that's a bar. That's bars. I'm just gonna play Nidus. It's not like it's that deep, it's just Nidus. Oh, you're gonna Sunder? Oh, nice. This is gonna be ideal then. Yeah, I hope you like your current flight speed. I can't wait for Submersible, the Sunder moment. I guess these guys are level 20. It wouldn't be as entertaining. Oh. Oh my god, I can't keep up because I'm bad at video games. Doors are not opening. This is awesome. Oh, nice. Did we both get fucking zooped into here? That's really awesome, if so. Nice submersible, by the way. Not that way. Ah! Hey, man. Wait, you can drive those into the thing? What the fuck? What? What is that? Nice. No, that's really nice. That's great. That's ideal. That's awesome. What the fuck? You got a Railjack crew member yesterday named Sag Oma. Nice. I'm gonna sunder. Caliban! Rescue mission. Sagama nuts. Nice. The Sunderer. I just realized you got the Sunderer as your tag. That's not what I wanted. Stop it. Stop doing that. There we go. There we go. That's important for his quest. He needs those. What? Where am I going? Oh, okay. Nice, Log. I didn't even realize Log was doing log things. That's really funny. My game just crashed? Question mark? My game just crashed, I think. Oh, nope, we're good. The hostage is bleeding out. Oh, host migration. There it goes. Awesome. Well, sucks. I guess my brother's internet just died. GG. Rest in peace. I DC'd. Oh, okay. It was just me then. Awesome. Very cool. Guys, 2-second mission. Yo, put this on speedrun.com. Let's go. Let's go! Yo, can I submit this to speedrun.com? 2-second rescue? That's a fun screenshot. I'm gonna just drop that in my server with no context. Another exterminate. I'm sundering. Oh, okay. God, I hate this tile so much. I never know where I'm going. What? Huh? Ah, submersible. Somebody named Log is doing something a little bit interesting over here on this submersible. I wonder what he's up to. I wonder what Log is up to over here. He seems to be doing something a little bit different. That. Again. I don't want to be the one that will always choose. 'Cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. Don't know what's worth fighting for, but I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. Don't know how I got this way. Will be alright, so I'm breaking the habit. I'll fade it on the walls. Fucking submersible. I have a paragale on this? Huh. There we go. Oh, neither of us have collision now, Log. Yeah, the water sucks, doesn't it? The submersible levels are really painful. Uranus is a real pain in the wiener. Fair enough. You gotta kill Tilregger. You had to. I was like, oh, Locke's not. Oh, Locke's doing something a bit suspicious there. So let me go. All alone to the back now. The very worst part of you is me. I remember what they taught me. Remember condescending talk of who I ought to be. Remember listening to all of that and this again. So I pretended up a person who was fitting in. And now you think this person really is me. What song? Bro, there's no way. There's no way. Come on. I don't even care if I get copyright stricken to hell and back, dude. This song is worth it. what I wanted to be. What? No. What? I'm gonna crash out. Did I follow the wrong tube? I did follow the wrong tube. GG. Ah, that's what I did. You're pissed off if you don't know this song. As a member of my family, our mother should have shown you this song 1,000 times over now. You should have that song fucking memorized by heart, dude. There's no way. Can I play Faint next? I could, maybe. I wonder if it's just in the playlist here. It's not actually. Let's just add it. There. Playing next. Tell me you slowed him. You know what's funny? You're supposed to see him, like, pull the ocean down on top of you. But, like, it's not really clear what he does. Because he's only around for a couple of seconds, you know? And then he's just gone. Yeah, see, there he is. It's like, oh, he shot the glass so it leaks water. And then, yeah, okay. There we go. Why are you... You said that last night, too, about the Garuda third. What? Are you okay, baby wolf? Okay. Oh, poor baby wolf. You gotta do a mission with only a melee equipped next. That's a fun one. We can do whatever mission. Your actions have consequences. Oh, did you get the stalker? Wait, did I get stalker? I already have stalker. I didn't get stalker. Am I already marked for death by stalker? Oh, I am. Okay. At the Nev store, straight up neving it. Alright, I'm gonna play Fun Saren. I've been marked for death by Stalker forever. Stalker's wanted my cheeks since the dawn of time. I don't even know what to do with this. Jade Star Saren, indeed. I'm gonna show you all why Pablo's nerfing Jade Stars. Save her while it lasts. Like I say, we already heard Fan, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay because it's Linkin Park. Oh, hey, look, one of these. Brother. What are these Saren spores? Oh, found extraction. Dude, my Saren spores are too powerful for this level of mission. This is so tragic. There we go. Nope. Enemy spawns are not strong enough for this smoke, unfortunately. What? Oh, another thing. There we go. Faint is your favorite Linkin Park? You're not gonna lie. My favorite Linkin Park song is probably Paper Cut. That one just fucking hits different for me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Fuck this song. This right here. This is my favorite Linkin Park song. It's just like every time. This is full volume. I've been waypointed. What's up here? Oh, it's just early extracts. Yeah. Fair enough. Beneath the skin. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like a can't stop what I'm feeling within. So good. Fucking love this song. Actual extraction? Oh, was the other extraction a decoy? 2 extractions? So badass. This song is badass. Play Volt? Why? I mean, I have Volt, but why? You don't know, bruh. The skin. Exercise right beneath the skin. The sun goes down. I feel the night betray me. The sun goes down. Night betray me. The sun. Feel the night betray me, the sun. Feel the night betray me. Beneath my skin. Fucking love Linkin Park, dude. Ugh. Gone too soon. Chester was fucking gone too soon. He was taken from us, dude. Where's Nata? So you have to, when we do one of those like exterminate submersible missions or whatever, sometimes those white things will pop up. You gotta scan some shit, and then you gotta start the quest and do the quest. And after that, I think the quest is on you. I don't know if we can help you. It's a good quest. It unlocks your. I think it's not second dream. What quest is it that you get? You get Nata. And then it does unlock second dream. Yeah, Nata, does Nata just lead directly into the second dream? What's the prerequisite for second dream? Second dream. The last time Rhino got a direct change. Second dream is when like the game actually begins, to be honest with you. Second dream is when you start playing Warframe. That's when it's like, oh, you go from like just kind of like whatever, like oh, it's just a shooter game, to like Warframe is second dream. And then the war within. That's fucking hype moments in Aura. Should I make a Mesa that actually uses the fourth ability? I have a Mesa that uses the fourth ability, but not really. You know? Excuse me. What could have possibly been there? Blind Rage, probably? Probably. Strength, fourth ability, Mesa? Really? Who made this? Why? What was I up to? Toxin. Toxin Mesa? Is that a thing I was doing? With high strength. Precision? What was I up to? No, it's a ballistic bullseye build. So it's not a fourth ability Mesa. But it has Argon. Why? What was I up to? I must have been cooking something with this. Nev, you got the old account back. What old account? You mean my 2015 account? The one you spent 350 on. Yeah. My 2015 Warframe account. That's my old account, dude. My old ass 2015 Xbox account. Who the fuck did this? I don't want an acoustic remix of this. Never fucking play that again. Never want to hear that again. Yeah, Lulu Dallas. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. That is an old Warframe account. You have a cool Excalibur skin? Dude. You should check and see what's the account name on Xbox. You should have it add me as a friend on this account so I can look at the profile, because I want to see if there's history of me doing like raids on that, because there should be. That account should have like a bunch of stuff on it, like a bunch of stuff on it. Yeah. That account has history. Because that was an account that was before I met, like, Ryan and Filet. Like, that's an old fucking account. You're booting it up? Yeah, go for it, homie. Old ass account. Way before before Wilson is like fucking way before Wilson, dude. That account is before Jose and Ethan, bro. Yeah. I was in middle school, dog. Or I was entering high school. 2016. I was entering high school, I think. God, how old was I? Yeah, I was entering high school. My in-game name is still just Nev. Nev. 3 Nevs. Send through this. That's news. What's the scoop? My little brother got access to my old account. This account here. No, it's new stuff, kiddo. This isn't it. I don't know if it's no, this isn't it. There's a bunch of stuff on here that's not nope, it's not the one. I thought he found it, but he didn't. I have an old... Oh, the title? Wonder what the builds look like? It's not the same account. Did you just remake the Xbox account on, like, the email? Is that what you did? Because this isn't it. Yeah, 23 hours, not it. Because it would have been a Volt pick. Because I picked Volt for my starter. I didn't pick Mag. Yeah, this isn't it. You don't use heat inherit, so it doesn't hit me much, but it's interesting. I went over it in the very beginning of the stream, but the TLDR is that heat inherit is a bass backwards fucking broken ass mechanic. It's like not correct. It's fucky, and it sucks. Long time since you've seen a Nev stream. True. I went over all of the reasons why Pablo wants to nerf heat inherit and why I agree with it. Realistically, it's just not a good mechanic. Like, it's good in the sense that it's really overpowered and it's overtuned, but it's not really interesting or very fun. Like, yeah. The long and short of it, though, is that the reason the conversation came up is because of Ember. Ember's a dog shit frame, as you all know. Everybody in the universe shits on this frame because it's garbage. This frame is ass. And I know, like, haha, it's ass in the sense that, yeah, it's got butt cheeks, but no, it's actually just ass. Like, this frame blows. Forces Ember to run Roar, or she'll have shit ability damage. Hope they do remove it. It's a cool concept, but it hurts build variety. It doesn't even hurt build variety. It's just cheesy, and it's not even very good. Like, okay, it's good in the sense that, like, you can make any single target weapon do infinite damage with it, right? Yeah, buff Ember. Fucking hashtag please buff Ember, dude. Like, Ember needs buffs, like so bad. Ember needs buffs like babies need diapers, dog. Like, they're gonna shit their pants otherwise if they're fucking playing Ember. It's just, like, such a dog shit frame. Heat Inherit, for all his positives, is just not an intuitive mechanic. It's actually very intuitive once you understand why it happens. Like, it makes a lot of sense. It's one of the few bugs that I would say is, like, actually really coherent to understand why it happens. But the fact that you have to understand why it happens at, like, a higher level, and it's not readily apparent why it happens, is what makes it kind of toxic. Pablo is basically just like, I don't know if I want to do it because the veteran players would be upset. And it's like, who? The Cascaders? Like, who's gonna be upset? Like, womp womp if Cascade is mad about it. They deserve to be mad about something. RB doesn't care. RB players only do fucking site exploits. Nobody cares. Me type shit. Like, Heat Inherit is just a fucking, like, dog water mechanic. Caring about veterans... There's more than Heat Inherit to worry about? That's what I'm saying. They don't use Heat Inherit? That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody cares. Like, I don't know who would be upset about Heat Inherit being gone. Maybe it's a disruptioner thing, but, like, is disruption that popular? They'll get a review bomb for any nerf? You've been here for 4 years, you don't use it? Yeah. Like, it's just not it's not something that needs to stick around. But you know what's funny? You know what's funny? In the tweets, like, in the replies to that tweet by Pablo, let me pull it up really quickly. I'm not putting Twitter on screen because I know better. What is this? Yeah, here we go. That's actually the first thing I see. So in the response, it's like... Heat Inherit is a perfectly fine mechanic. The issue is the mass doesn't understand how it works, so just clearly explain it. And for Ember, the main issue is, in my opinion, she's the first fire frame, and she's arguably the worst one. She needs a buff. Her kit is clunky and outclassed. Yeah, we got fucking Albert Einstein disagreeing here. He didn't even read what Pablo said on, like, why Heat Inherit is bad, and, like, what's wrong with it. He just is like, Heat Inherit's fine. It's like... It's like, okay, dude. And there's just a lot of people that are like that. Fireframe shouldn't be punished for being too hot. Doesn't make sense. Her 4 feels like it crackles and pops from a campfire rather than meteors. Fireball could be more lore accurate. Smaller temporary world on fire. That's an interesting suggestion. Easy buff would be getting rid of the 4, applying heat, since the heat should guarantee... Maybe there's the 4th ability. What? Just remove heat inheritance. Your 1 or 2 videos from some guy to half the player base using it. Yeah, like, I don't know. Her rework was flawed from the start, sabotages her own kit. That's a pretty good take. If the first proc is the strongest, keep it like heat inherit. If the second one comes along, then take the in-between. For an enemy under the effect of ember abilities, take an in-between that skews stronger. You know more about game design than me, though. What the fuck is that guy talking about? That's very interesting. Half the player base does not use heat inherit. No way. Bored, dead. You cannot fathom anything else being the problem. Yeah, I don't think it's half, man. I think it's like 95% of the player base does not use heat inherit. Let me tell you exactly the type of person to use heat inherit. There are 2 people that use heat inherit. 2 types of people that use heat inherit, okay? Person number 1 wants to take an already strong weapon like the Sylvan and Aegis, and they want to maximize it by using a single target primer so that they have a really, really strong weapon with really strong stats, outputting the strongest possible heat DOT ever. That's person number 1 who uses heat inherit. Somebody who wants to min-max the shit out of a build, specifically with heat, utilizing heat inherit. Person number 1. Person number 2 uses the shit-fuck balls-ass 9000 garbage weapon, the worst weapons in the game, and the only way they know how to make it kill things is with heat inherit. So they slap on heat on it, and they use the strongest primers in the game to make the fuck-ass fart dinky shit damage poo-poo caca water weapon, or ability, ability. They make the fucky poopy caca shit dick ass balls fucking nothing damage 500 damage ability deal damage because they have the strongest primer in the game. Also called coping. That's dystopia. Yeah, pretty much. Those are the 2 types of people using heat inherit. The person who wants to make their already really strong weapon have an insanely overtuned heat DOT, and the person who wants to take their butt-chugging fucking garbage fucking dog shit piece of like actual crap worthless ability and make it kind of functional with an asterisk. Yeah, heavily coping. Those are the 2 people that use heat inherit, homie. You're not gonna fucking piss off the veteran player base. You're not gonna get death threats. You're not gonna get... Yes, agent. You're not gonna get anything out of this. Both players are coping. You know what I mean? Ember's entire kit, with or without heat inherit, is bad, by the way. If you heat inherit for Ember, it's bad. How did you know it would be Jade Stars? Well, if I put Ember's 4 on screen, you guys would have just been like, no, not Ember 4, the worst ability in the game. Also, hold on. Fear is how I fall. so something really important came up. So something really important came up. I just, you know, I had to make sure that we're all on the same page there. This is 2006 calls. Yes. Not doing objectively good changes because you're worried about a micro minority acting like retarded man children about a video game is so fucking stupid. Yeah, Pablo's like, I don't want the players to hate me. I don't want to deal with the backlash of players being mad at me. Make your Twitter private for like a day and then unprivate it and they'll fucking give up. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, whatever. Who cares? Who/cares, homie? What? My song skipped. Go back. Why did my song skip? What? Oh. What? Huh? Oh, I hit shuffle. Motherfucker. Well, whatever. That's what happened. Me when Nerf makes players mad. No way! Dude doesn't want to deal with a lot of stuff, but I say rip the band-aid. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing with Pablo's. He just doesn't want to deal with it. And it's like, bro, like, just deal with it, man. It's not that fucking bad. Like, oh no, the game gets review bombed for one day, and then all the review bombing goes away because it was review bombing. Oh no! Like, he's not even, like, okay, it doesn't make sense to me why he's scared about heat inherit of all things, because, like, who's he gonna piss off? The Chinese players don't use it for AFK. They don't give a shit. They use gas tenant envoy. If you wanted to get review bomb and death threats, and if Pablo was scared of death threats, homie, if he was scared that, like, oh god, I'm gonna piss off the player base if I do this, he'd be scared of that if he admitted, all right, we're nerfing the tenant envoy, we're nerfing the Gauss AFK exploit, we're nerfing the Oberon pre-buff exploit, we're nerfing the clipping out of bounds exploits with operator. That's how he would get death threats. If he did that and he pissed off all of the Chinese players, that's where the death threats come from. Why does Bro Chacho not want to do his job? He's fucking scared of the heat, bro. The fact that there's a mechanic at all is valuable so long as there's something valuable. Any change, it wouldn't matter. You nerf Sobek, you nerf Sight. Yeah, if he nerfed Sobek, if he nerfed Sight, okay? If he fucking, like, you know what needs to happen? If Pablo wants death threats, right? I'll fucking martyr this for you, Pablo. You can if you are scared of being fucking attacked by the player base, I will be your fucking knight in shining armor, your white knight shield, and I will take full fucking credit and responsibility for the nerf that comes to Site 09. Remove the extra hit mechanic from this ammo. Make the ammo restore on a longer cooldown. Make it so it only drops one additional ammo pack per the magazine. Make it so that the invis no longer heals you. Make it so that his first ability no longer gives you bonus punch through. And make it so that the precision kill bonus for the weak point duration extension is cut in half to 1 second instead of 2 at base. And if you really wanted to piss off the player base, okay, you could probably do with balancing this sniper rifle a little bit by probably doing something about that damage multiplier. I'm being so fucking honest with you, dog. This fucking frame needs nerfs. Nerf, 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 nerf. Every part of his kit. His passive down from 300 to 100%. Every fucking part of his kit. I will be your knight in shining armor. I will fucking stand atop the hill of bodies and fucking hold my shield over you like the fucking, what's the one meme of the dude escorting the princess with the shield? That's me, bro. That's me 110% with this fucking please nerf Site 09, bro. Fucking remove this goddamn frame from existence. All he does is fucking exploit the shit out of Arby's and fucking make survival missions AFK as fuck, dog. Genuinely, 110%. Fucking nerf this frame. I will actually die on the hill. I will fucking put myself in the crossfire. Every person, you redirect them to me and I'll tell them to suck my fat, steaming nuts, bro. Nerf this motherfucking frame to the ground, dog. To the ground. To the floor with this fucking clown. To the floor. He's too scared to remove Heat Inherit, but removing the slightly more convenient Esses farm from Stealpath Railjack was done on a whim via a hotfix with no afterthought. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, like, why does the one give fucking 10 meters of punch through at base? And it has 60 meters base range, dog. You don't even need that much. Like, this is already too much range. This is overkill rage. It's just I have nothing else to put on here because he's broken. This frame is stupid, dude. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, I don't want the player base to hate me because what if the players get really mad at me about... Bro. The punch through you're seeing on the one is only body. Yeah, you have infinite terrain punch through, by the way. Yeah, you have infinite terrain punch through. That's body punch through. That 19 meters is body punch through. Dog. Don't forget about the nerf to the Aya farm too. You don't even need... Yeah, you don't. What are we shooting? Here's my issue with sight, okay? It's actually resupply. This just shouldn't be an extra hit. That's it. That's it. This shouldn't be an extra hit. This should not be extra elemental damage. It should not be magazine damage. It should not have a multiplier for a 50% base extra hit. Saren's fucking extra hit is 60 on melee. This is 50% on guns? Snipers? DE numb down the player base counter. Well, it's the point they defended. Oh, they dumbed down the player base to the point that they defended the Aya farm. I guess. I don't know. Did they really? I felt like it was kind of... I didn't see a lot of people defending it. The most cracked extra hit in the game, bro? It is! Fucking remove this ability from his kit. Resupply does not need to be there. You know what, dog? Remove resupply as an ability. Fuck your infinite magazine. Fuck your instant reload. Put this shit on like a half-second cooldown with one ammo pack. Non-elemental, dude. No elements on this ability. None. No damage bonus. No extra hit. Nothing. Nothing. Half-second cooldown. 1 second cooldown. And one magazine on the floor. Like, that'd still be good enough. That would still be broken. Like, this is the whole frame. Just so we're fucking clear. This one ability is the whole frame. Wall hacks is just like a sprinkle. It's just a little treat on the side. Huh? Like, we are talking like the strongest, most stupidest fucking frame on planet Earth. We're talking 300% weak point crit chance. Dog. That's his passive. His passive is arcane fucking hotshot. This arcane, legendary arcane, is his passive on all weapons. No! No! If this was to be an extra hit, it would literally have to be 1% extra hit for it to even be remotely balanced. And the fact that it's every element still makes it overpowered. You didn't even think of it like that? It's better! It's literally better than Arcane Hotshot because it's all on the time. It's on free. 100%. It's on forever. Always. This is the stupidest fucking thing in the game. What are we even talking about? This frame should not exist. He is not allowed. 300% crit chance passive. How does this frame exist? I'm saying, dog. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Fuck the player base in every manner of like every possible way. I'm actually gonna redo this build because I realized like I'm missing like really important stuff on this build because I was just like I threw this build I think I like fucked with this, pulled some stuff out, changed, so I was like messing with stuff. It's like bugging me. There we go. That's better. On all the time, doesn't take an arcane slot, works on all weapons. Why are we complaining about Hildren Lamau? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Hildren, oh no, Hildren's overrepresented in EDA ETA. That must mean that we need to nerf Hildren. Dog, it's EDA ETA. What do you expect? Like, of course people are going to bias towards Hildren. She's not affected by 90% of your dogshit modifiers. Like, Don't worry, Sight, you're allowed in Tel Aviv. Bro, this is fucking Benjamin Netanyahu's favorite frame right now. This frame is fucking ridiculous, dude. Headshots, though? Womp womp! Get headshots! Get headshots! It's not that hard! Point and click! Click the giant circles! Wait, hold on. We're talking about headshots on this guy, right? We're talking about headshots, alright? Okay, we're talking about headshots. Sure, let's talk about headshots. Let's talk about headshots on site. Yeah, guys. We're gonna talk about headshots. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do this one. E. This one also has too much range again. We don't need that. We're gonna do a little bit more strength, I think. Because it doesn't matter, because we can use sculptor. And I don't know. I have so much capacity left over. What stats do I care about? What stats do I even want? What do I want? Does it matter? By the way, he gets extra weak point damage on this, just so you guys know. So headshots deal more damage. Did I slot range on this just because I could? I feel like I guess strength. I don't know. Like, sure, I guess, right? 'Cause there's nothing else to really put on him. 110 energy. This costs 77. I'm chilling. Oh, that's level 40. Hold on. You don't know every headshot hitbox well enough to be certain, but I feel like the one highlight makes some enemies have a headshot spot they don't normally have. No, it's just revealing kind of how fucked the internal body parts are for this game. Alright, let's do gas. First ability on like this. Alright, guys, we gotta get headshots for sight, or else we won't be able to... We gotta get headshots on sight. Don't forget, guys, we gotta get headshots. Pay attention. Alright, guys, we gotta get headshots on sight. Everybody pay attention. One of these has gotta be a headshot, I'm sure. I'm sure one of these is a headshot. I'm sure something is a headshot somewhere here. We gotta make sure we get headshots, guys. Headshots are really important for Cyto9's kit. Headshots are really important for Cyto9's kit. You gotta make sure you guys are looking out for headshots, okay?
Those guys over there, they've just been dying forever to the infinite gas clouds, by the way. I haven't really had to worry about them for a minute. Oh, I guess I gotta go pick up life support really quick. Hold on. I gotta be quick about this. I don't have a lot of time on my invis here. And I gotta make sure I am really quick about my picking up of all of these resources here. All right, there we go. I've got enough time now for my oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Man, look at all these headshot kills I'm getting. Look at all these headshot kills I'm getting. It's really interesting those all count for headshots somehow. Really interesting that all these count for headshots. I wonder why that's about. Really fascinating. Passive on headshots. It's still too strong. It's still too strong. The fact that it's 300% crit chance passive on headshots is too strong. We're already at 100. We're at 98% crit chance. Like, that's already too strong. Violence is spawning. Oh no. Oh, he's up there. Oh, he teleported away. Hey, get away from me. Oh no! Just die already. There we go. Oh god, guys. My whole flow was messed up. How am I gonna get my groove back? I have to reset up everything. It's not like this frame has any downtime or setup time that would make a death or anything an inconvenience. Your one was offline? Oh, that's what happened. God. Such a shame this frame has such a long amount of setup time in order to deal this room-clearing nuke damage that cascades into rooms behind it. That's such a shame. By the way, this area where these enemies keep spawning and walking into these gas clouds has just been triggering forever infinitely. Like, it just continues. It just keeps going. I haven't, like, maintained it ever. Like, the enemies over here, they're just perpetually dying. This will go forever, passively, all the way to level cap. Like, that'll just keep going forever. Because that scales with enemy health. So long as a new enemy dies and makes another gas cloud there, that'll just go forever. It's so stupid. And it just lingers forever. Like, sight is just broken. Like, nerf this frame into the ground, dog. We hate AFK. AFK frame. Like... It only wasn't working on client, log. It was working for everybody else, just not client. Oh, look, this is an even better AFK spot. I can just sit here. Wait, this is even better. Because if you look at where the enemies spawn... So check this out. I can just go here like this. And I can just sit here. And if you look at where the enemies spawn... I can actually maximize this. Hold on, because if I go in this back corner here, underneath this stairwell, look at where the enemies spawn. Look at this. And if I need energy, which I never will, but there you go. Look at this. I can just sit here. This is AFK friendly. Y'all. This frame is so stupid. This frame is so dumb, dude. You can just do this forever. Like, there's no level where this falls off. This never gets worse. This never falls off. Ever. By the way, do you guys want to see a really funny bug? I picked this up. There we go. The floor elec ones are, for some reason, stronger when you pick them up off the floor. They're, like, way stronger for no reason. There goes Malice. He's gone. So it doesn't even take multiple pellets. It only takes a singular pellet to kill. This is Steel Path, by the way. What do you think, chat? What do we think about Side 09? That's base path trust. Oh, there it goes, exploding forever. There it goes, exploding forever. Oh, there it goes, exploding forever. Oh, there it goes. But don't worry, guys. Heat Inherit's too strong. We need to nerf Heat Inherit. Man, you got bigger fish to fry. We're worried that if we nerf Heat Inherit, the player base will be mad about it. See, this is kind of what I mean when I say that, like, the dev team is really out of touch. Pablo is really out of touch. Especially with, like, high-level players. Like, actually high-level players. What was that, by the way? Can we just talk about that really quickly? Like, I am so tired of this game. Like, the enemy landed there, rolled here, and just teleported over here. Like, there's so many asynchronous bugs and shit of that nature. Oh, I'm not invisible anymore. It doesn't really matter. I don't need to be here. I'm just using this as an example. Mod for status duration? Oh, I know full well. Epstein died, so he doesn't hang out with level cappers anymore. Invite? What would you like to showcase, Log? What would you like to showcase? Maybe Trinity. Oh, he's got Side 09. Am I just that was a while ago? I see. Oh, I was gonna say I could just buff you with, like, my mediocre ass RB Wisp. I think I have an RB Wisp, don't I? Wisp? Yeah, my RB Wisp here. Skill difference between normal Warframe players and tryhards, some of the biggest skill gap in the universe. Yeah, and even then the tryhards are, like, they're skillful in, like, quotation marks, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're good at the game, man. Yeah. Is this due to acid shells interactions? Does it work the same with all weapons? The AoE part of it is acid shells. However, this still works with something like the Kuva Ogress. It still works with the Kuva Czar. It works with any AoE-oriented weapon. What RB players have been doing lately is they have actually been using the Kuva Comb and modding it for minus accuracy. So you throw on Vicious Spread for the minus accuracy, and then you just literally just run a shit ton of MS. Normal comb. Sorry, not Kuba comb. Normal comb. Normal comb. Normal comb with minus accuracy. Yeah, normal comb with minus accuracy. And you get a similar effect where it's just one pellet hits and it kills. Yeah, for the Riven Dispo. Yeah. Riven Dispo. Because you want MS and you want fucking whatever. Yeah. That should be toned down then. Toned down? Motherfucker, this guy should get the boot up his ass. Bro, Cyto 9, literally, there's not a single weapon in the game he doesn't overbreak. Vectis, right? My Vectis. My standard, regular, Incarnoff Vectis. This is the Incarnoff build, right? Non-Incarnon mode build. This fucking gun on Cyto 9? Do I want to see 5 FPS gameplay? Oh, this is a cover. What the fuck? I don't want a cover. I don't want that. You know what? That made me want to listen to Breaking the Habit. Hold on. Breaking the Habit. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want to listen to. There we go. Yeah, hang on. Let me invite Log and we'll do some 5 FPS gameplay. Tryhards being considered the skillful side of the player base is really funny considering all the meta shit. Doing the most overpowered shit with the least amount of brain power possible. That's what I'm saying, dude. Alright, am I running my RB Wisp? Whizzed. Oh. Whizzed. There's nothing skillful, tryhardy about shit with melee influence. I agree. It's not actually tryhardy. Where do you want to go, Log? You can lead. You can lead wherever you want to go. Don't know why I instigate. Say what I don't mean. I was gonna say, base path Ilar. Whoa, really testing the waters. It's just knowing more about the game than the rest. Knowing more is in quotation marks. It's reading a guide that somebody who knew more about the game than you wrote for you. Dun, 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 dun. I locked the door and catch my breath again. Here. Hold on. Do I need to do... I'm trying to remember my setup. I need energy. There we go. 107. I feel like I can get more. Oh, Nidus Link. What I don't mean. Don't know how I got this way. I know. Brother. There we go. There we go. Holy fucking damage, yo. There you go. You know what? My frame rate's actually doing okay. Does this weapon not block 100%? What is this? Try it yourself on client. You're at 30. Oh. He's at 30 FPS. I see. 8 FPS. He's at 8 FPS. Yo. What do I got there? 132. That's what I can get out of this, I think. Your gun stopped shooting. I'm doing just fine on my end. I mean, my frames are down. They're, you know, fluctuating between 120, but they're healthy. There you go, 204% roar. There you go. Block angle, more likely. Actually, it's a Siam. The Siam's a weird weapon. I wouldn't be surprised if it's letting damage through. You can stream it to me. I'm fully certain that you are getting 5 FPS. There we go. This poor fucking guy is just trying his best at 4 FPS. Yeah, you can see even the hits that are getting blocked, some of the damage is bleeding through. It's not block angle, it's just Siam shenanigans. That makes sense. Siam is one of those weird weapons that does things incorrectly. High concept. There we go. No, I'm still 194. Actually, why is my Nidus Link only 13%? Shouldn't this be much higher? 13% is incorrect. $181. My Nidus Link doesn't seem to be working correctly. I can break it really quickly, see if I can get him to reconnect. 5 FPS! 5 FPS! Poor Log. Log's having a great time. I'm over here doing great. I don't know what he's talking about. My FPS is fine. Smile. There we go, 205. Log deserves this. He gives Alice single-digit FPS. It's more interesting that my FPS isn't suffering when his is. Oh, you know what? I wonder if reduce teammate effects. Reduce teammate visual effects. If I turn it off, what happens, hey? Oh, there's angst. Oh, I died. I'm fine. All right, Log. We don't need you to be suffering for the rest of eternity for content. I appreciate you. I tried turning reduced teammate visual effects off, and it seems to have not done anything. Can I hear your fire rate? Yes, I could hear your fire rate. It was literally just... It was great. 5 FPS and still kill well. That's sight. That was some movement. That was some ass movement. I didn't get a single good one off of that. With the amount of attack speed I had, I should have been able to go way faster, but I was mid. On the Siam, the heavy attack? Yeah, the Siam has all sorts of weird quirks on it. Hold on. Let's go base paths just so I don't have to deal with being hunted to death. You've never seen that? That was awful. Here, let me show you like real movement. Hold on. So the actual... Oh. No, not you. There we go. It's nighttime in a minute. Infested survival is Sight's dream. Oh yeah. So this right here, this move is called the Mexian. So the way the Mexian works, very simply, is when you do a forward slide, right? Sorry, not a forward slide, a forward melee blocking attack. So I'm holding right click, holding forward, and pressing melee. You do this lunge, you do this little slash. The way this works, really simply, is that we're canceling the animation with a weapon swap and a jump. That's it. So we weapon swap while this is happening, and you can see that if I do this correctly, right, after the animation is done, I pull out a weapon, right? Right? And then you roll and a jump at pretty much the same time. So you weapon swap, roll and jump. That's it. The destreza is not multiplicative CO. I did some testing on the destreza incarnon. It is not multiplicative CO. The destreza incarnon has an entirely way super fucked and way super whiff, like absolutely bonkers. Everything is broken on it, actually. And I have it written down. I sent it to Rainy. Give me 1 second. Where is Rainy? Rainy. So it has, first off, the destreza, the base weapon, right, is not actually even using condition overload or pressure point properly, because instead of multiplying the incarnon's mode stats, it multiplies the base mode, so not the incarnon mode, for everything. That's pressure point and CO. It's the first weapon to have diluted pressure point. I've never seen a weapon have diluted pressure point before, which kind of goes to show how bugged it was. So what was it? The 12X has a range fall off. The condition overload, I believe, is did I write it down? Destreza has incorrect pressure point. Let's see here. I have my old stream where I was testing this. I was testing this on stream. So let's go to Destreza. What's this? Oops. I have my resolution reduced. I can't see shit. They didn't patch. No, they did not patch it. This was me testing it weeks after the fact. Here, I can actually just send you this stream with a timestamp, and you can watch through it all. It's like it's like 3 hours of me sitting here documenting shit. Did you ever share what was so good you wanted to the assignment you wanted to gatekeep? Oh yeah, I did, because they patched it out. Yeah, so sorry. So the CO is diluted. And it uses the base. The way it's distributed amongst the ghost Destreza knives that it summons is also really fucky, because it's got a range fall off multiplier thing. It's all fucked up. It's like all sorts of cooked and cursed. My stream is getting claimed, so I'm gonna lower the music. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna listen to this song. Rapiers are cool. Rapiers are something. Yeah, I already made a video about the thing that I wanted to gatekeep about the Siam. It was a movement thing. And it was just for kits and shiggles. By the way, I didn't finish talking about the Mexian, so let me finish talking about that really quickly. Nothing about you is unwanted, baby wolf. So, the Mexian, right? It depends heavily on a couple of things. It depends on the animation of the lunge attack that you are making the movement from. All right, so it depends on the animation, but it also depends on the attack speed of that animation. So what do I mean by that? So let's give ourselves some power strength really quickly, and then let's give ourselves some speed. So if you do this properly and you have a ton of speed, you can see just how fast you go. Oh, I fucked up. There we go. Some attacks are way faster than others. And some movement is way, way, way faster than others. Like, to the point where it is kind of hard. So, like, actually, let me show you probably the hardest one, in my opinion. Well, not hardest, sorry. The fastest. Is the fall-off affected by melee range? No. It is a combo range. The range fall-off is only for the percentage damage that you get from the combo multiplier. And also the range fall off for it is like cooked, because it's really inconsistent, because all the specters are created at different ranges, so it's really hard to measure, and it leads to all sorts of fucked up numbers. I have everything written down on that stream and documented. Let me really quickly show you the fastest weapon in the game that is so fast it's a little hard to control, and that's the Venka. Nikanas look great when holstered, true. So here's the Venka. So this is the Venka with no buffs. And let me get used to it a little bit. Oh, hold on. There we go. That's the Venka with no buffs. So there's layers to this shit. Venka Prime, no Riven, no buffs. You can genuinely warp speed with this. It is a little bit silly. Oh, hold on. There we go. Titania who? Yeah, pretty much. So, there you go. You don't have a lot of time to do this one. This one's a little hard. this one's a little hard. There you go. That explain why you constantly go between 3 million and 600k without Rift Torrent? Yeah. There we go. Just moving around. Yeah, you can also tell when you absolutely do this wrong. This is not very hard. There you go. You're gonna turn me into one Antradia Lanthorn. Thank you, my friend. I think. I don't know. There you go. That's a good launch. That's the Plains of Eidolon. So... yeah, next time you see some fuck-ass Gauss player like to talk about how fast they are, just whip this shit out. Oh, there you go. That was a really good one. That's like the ideal one. Yeah, fuck your Arcwing. Fuck your map teleports. Just do this shit. That was a really good lunge, and I got stuck on stuff when I did it. Yeah, there we go. That's a really good lunge. Got 5 seconds. I guess Wisp Teleport is always faster, though. So. Oh, there's my dog. So you know how they do like a jump to catch up with you? Yeah, he tried to jump from all the way up there to catch up with me. That's really funny. I've never seen that before. Space dog. That was, Your binds would never let you. So my swap weapon is on scroll wheel. So you can see on the bottom, my weapon swap is just like... It's on scroll wheel, so I can do this really easily. I say as I fuck up 3 times in a row. That was a bad one. I know people who do this on default keybinds on controller. So some frames are faster than others. You think so, Omega? You believe so? I don't know, man. I, for one, thought that my goat Gauss was the fastest. Bad launch. Bad speed. Not as fast as it could have been. Default PC keybinds are fine too? Yes, they are. So yeah. That's the Mexian. Oh, base movement speed slightly matters. Whenever you move tech is sight, it feels faster than others. That's probably placebo. That's probably because you're locked the fuck in when you play sight. Can I taxi you to the nightmare on Earth and Mars, please? You know what? Sure, man. No problem. I'm gonna be on for like 10 more minutes. So, yeah. I imagine you mean base path and not steel path. Oh, it's a nightmare mission. It doesn't matter. It's nightmare path. LR0 warm coat is your user. It goes faster with amalgam barrel diffusion for this faster dodge. Yes, that too. You recover faster. What is the Nightmare on Earth mission? Defense? Level 12 to 15. Do you think my Banshee nuke can kill level 15 defense? Jade Slop can do it. Oh, it's not you, it's the other Sahasa Kubro, isn't it? Some idiot dog, there we go. Piranha Prime, you don't know what arcane to use? Any suggestions? Forget the arcane, just infinitely stack the buff with Sirius and Orion. Just use Sirius and Orion and GG. There's a lot of good options for pistol arcanes, man. I don't know. Whatever. Has anything changed since the old piece? Yes. Ah! Permanent MR0 account. Okay, I like these. These are always fun to see. These are fun to see. Permanent MR0 accounts are always a good time. That's pretty cool. I like to see that. Just use evil sure-footed. Surely you won't drop to 0 FPS with Pyrana. True. Oh, I have Synoid Heliocore equipped. Oofers. Me when I'm showing off move tech. Where the fuck is my energy? Oh, there's... Oh! Wait, there's like turbo energy drain. Oh. That's interesting. Well, let's do this then. Yeah, very interesting. I didn't realize it was like ultra omega energy drain, like not allowed to have energy time. That's interesting. Energy drained faster than the net worth of any wallet after a Steam or summer sale. True. Oh, that's not what I wanted to press, but okay. There we go. Stunning speed. Riveting gameplay you got there. Hey, I had to mash my my energy. So, you know, it was something. Go Mars. Exterminate. Energy train mode again? Motherfucker, dude. Get off my energy, man. Oh, okay, awesome. Come on. Reload, damn it. Should have picked my reload timing a little bit better. Reload already, damn it. I love that I just keep fucking up my gravity and I can't move properly. That's really awesome. Oh my god. Great aim. Give me headshots, thank you. I swear to god, if this game makes me hack a fucking console, I'm gonna hack my brains out with an axe. There we go. I'm gonna crash out. There we go. Oh! Hello? What is my melee slam doing? There we go. Accelerated blast!
baby! Yeah! Accelerated blast gaming. I'm gonna accelerate into an active volcano. That's some bullshit. Yeah, we didn't even get any warm coat. It's fucked up. Are there any other nightmare missions about? Nightmare missions? Where do you even see nightmare missions, actually? Alerts? Yeah. Nightmare mobile defense, nightmare survival, nightmare disruption. No, there's a lot of nightmare missions. What the fuck? Yo. Two more energy drains we could put ourselves through. I don't feel like doing 10-minute survival. Log invading, true. Death detonation, low gravity, Kuva Grenier disruption. He needs blaze? Ah, I only got one of those. Get raped. What is this? Ew. It looks awful. I see. It's got an abysmal drop chance. Well, of course, there's a nightmare mod. All the nightmare mods have terrible drop chances. Something to rival warm coat. Yeah, let's see what this guy has on his MR0 account. I love seeing MR0 accounts. Those are very fun. 21, so he's actually fairly young to the game. There's a lot of MR locked stuff that he can't get. But I think that you can get all the way up to like, can't you get like 100 or something? You can buy if it's in a bundle despite MR. I know that. But like you can also get like all the primes, for example. None of the primes are MR locked, I believe. Prime warframes, I should say, not weapons. Sentinels and warframes are not locked, yeah. Lich weapons are viable. I think you can. I was playing a Dark Saren. This is my Dark Woke. Can't get Lich? I thought you could, unless they put an MR lock on it. Before Tenet you could. Ah. Deadlock Protocol is now MR locked to 4. I see. Oh. Honestly, they should remove the MR locks from quests and stuff. I get the point of them. But fuck it. Main quest can be done at MR0. Yeah, but like all of the quests. You can bypass Kubro and Kavat stuff by buying prime accessories for them. There you go, that's one I didn't know. I wish I let you play Steel Path. True. I feel like Sirius and Orion need love. Sirius and Orion need massive buffing. Can we beat Warframe at MR0? That's the whole point. Can we make the Orion black hole not move? You know what they should do? Okay, here's what I think they should do for Sirius and Orion, okay? Are you ready? Rapid fire. Orion's astral shell should absorb damage, like Nyx's bubble, and release it because it's a decoy, right? It should have a much larger explosion radius at base, like 10 meters. And it should absorb damage. First off, why the fuck does it have a 5-meter radius if it only deals 200 damage? This should be like a 10-meter to 15-meter radius base, and it should absorb damage. Or, okay? Or make him invisible after the decoy drops. So the decoy, I was gonna say, I like what Omega's saying. Omega's got it. Omega's got it. He knows what I was gonna say. Omega's fucking, he knows exactly what I'm gonna say. This should either make you invisible or it should absorb damage. I think it should absorb damage. But I like Omega. He clocked it with the make you invisible, right? The black hole, low key, fucking kill this ability. I don't know what you could do instead. A slash-oriented ability, a crit-oriented ability, a damage buff, a fucking something, anything else. This black hole fucking blows in my opinion. Kill this fucking black hole. This thing is awful. By far his worst ability. When I play Sirius and Orion, I play Orion as the main so I can subsume it off for ensnare. This is by far one of the worst designed abilities in the game. It has a mind-blowing 18-second duration for no reason. It does piddly fart damage. It does heat damage instead of slash for some reason. Even though this is supposed to be like the Stalker Sun side, like the red side. It has a piddly fart radius. It has a dogshit explosion radius. It doesn't absorb damage. All it does is group enemies, and it drags them away from you. And you have to juggle it constantly. The controllability of it is bad. This is awful. Now, you could save this by making it absorb damage. You could save this by making it enhanced crit. You could save this by making it stationary. Stationary would be really cool. You could save this by making it so that it has some kind of, like, debuffing mechanic. It should... I mean, fuck, there's a million things you can do with this, but this just sucks as an ability. This ability is awful. Okay? I say fry this ability. Genuinely kill it. There's no saving it in my opinion. I hate this ability. Any day of the week, any month, any hour, any second, I'm always preferring ensnare over it. It is like the worst. I like Log's idea of making it like the Citrine 3. Yeah, maybe it buffs your... Yeah, make it like... Okay, if you made this a stationary black hole, lowered the duration... So it's like a mag bubble, but without the damage multiplier, right? So you could make it so that, like, this is like just a newer version of Mag's bubble where it sucks enemies in, give it a huge radius, so kind of like Vauban Vortex, but not, and give it like a crit vulnerability on the enemies or something, or like make them vulnerable to slash, or like make them feared, or like silence weapons, like something, anything else. You know what you could do? Event Horizon, it's a black hole, right? Make it so that, like, when it pops, right, it's a black hole, it's stationary. You make a giant black hole, make it expand as it goes on because it's a black hole, so like the opposite of limbo bubble, right? And then just, like, have it just do, like, a bunch of debuffs and radiation because it's a black hole, right? So, like, it does a bunch of radiation, corrosive, fucking, like something. Make it do anything other than just being heat damage at 750? It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. All right, for Sirius, Jade Stars should buff your allies in some way. Be it a power strength buff, be it a healing buff, be it a fucking flat health, flat damage, give them heat percent damage, give them a status chance, but give them something. This should be a supportive ability outside of it gives you 500 damage. This is like the most mind-boggling ability to me. This ability is Cheeks. It's not good on Sirius. You can make it so that, like, it buffs power strength or something, right? Because Jade buffs power strength, so, like, sure, give him like a 25 to 50%. It's like bad on Sirius, and the only frame it's good on is like Saren and Lavos. That's it. That's literally the only people it's good on. So, like, I don't really know why we're like, oh, it's so strong, it's so powerful. You just saw Spore Saren for the first time, and you're like, like, no. Also, this version of the ability needs something else going on. The fact that it collects pickups is, like, mind-blowing, because, like, the range on it just makes no sense. Like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? This sucks. This ability... I don't know why your comment got nuked for saying goodnight. Good night, Sai. Like, this, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. This needs to have something else going on. This needs to have something else going on. Fuck this ability in the mouth. Bend it over, and just genuinely, like, give it a fucking, like, a quarter pounder. Double smash, double sauce, whammy meat wagon. Pound this ability into the dirt. This is the worst fucking ability you've designed ever. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with Light Sanctuary, making this a stationary ability that you have to wait for it to build up for it to heal you. You have to wait for it to build up for your damage reduction. You have to... It's stationary. It doesn't follow you. The base values are awful. 75% DR and 55 healing? What are we talking about? Genuinely nuke this ability. The revive on it is the best part, and it's on a 60-second cooldown. Guess whose revive is better? And also on a 60-second cooldown, except it gives you 15 seconds of invulnerability, and it costs 25 energy. And while it is also stationary, it also gives you more healing per second and status immunity. Trinity Well of Life, that's right. Trinity's Well of Life. All of the invulns, if you're in range of 3 of them and you die, you get 15 seconds of invulnerability. And so you don't have to go through a revive animation or a revive because it's a second life, which is objectively better. So you know what you could do to make Light Sanctuary better? You can't die in it. You get set to 1 HP. Can't die in it. There you go. You want it to be stationary? Fine, it can be stationary. Lower its range, make it a flat range. Can't die in it. Fine, fuck it. If it's going to be stationary, it's going to be stationary. Then you can put a cooldown on it, and then you can make it so you can't die. That's what you should do to this fucking ability. Or crank the fuck out of the stats and make it mobile. Amisha from Temu? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why not? This frame has nothing going for it. Make a stationary bubble where as long as you're inside of it, you can't die. I'm fine with that. It's stationary. So as soon as you're done, you can fucking get your shit handled and then leave. That's fine. It's stationary. Whatever. Good for defense missions, good for interception, and that's about it. I don't mind the idea of a stationary defense tool, but it needs to be something that's worth pressing. If you're going to give me a stationary defense tool, then I need to be fucking immortal, literally, when I stand in it. That's it. That's all you need to do. Oh boy, the fourth ability. Oh boy, the fourth ability. Oh baby boy, the fourth ability. I don't even know where to get started with this ability. First off, the Celestial Clash mechanic where you have to like build up charges in order for you to use the ability. You have to build up too many charges. And then it takes you so long to do the attacks, and you are vulnerable while you are using this ability. Now, they are adding forced procs to this ability. They are adding force slash and force heat to this ability. That's nice. That's really sweet of you. The damage mechanic for this ability is middling at best. It does damage. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it doesn't deal damage. You can kill things with it. I've seen people killing with it at level cap. It exists. Didn't you say you're getting off 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago? Yeah, I'm a little bit late. It's okay. It's okay. This needs, in my opinion, to snapshot the power strength of the person, the frame who cast the ability. So currently the way it works is the damage is based on the frame that is the one executing the attack. So both the strength and range of Celestial Clash dynamically change based on who's attacking. So if you do a left click, then it uses Sirius's stats. And if you do a right click, it uses Orion's stats. That means that you have to have like the foresight and the forethought to like make sure that your last attacks are on the frame that you want to be attacking with. And you also have to like do the combo where you alternate back and forth. Like you have to, it's just so ass. I feel like it needs a starting crit. It's too reliant on starting combo to even deal damage. The only use on the 4 is that you can fly. Dude, the thing about the 4, right, is that the fourth ability, like it only deals damage in the last, like, 2 or 3 clashes. So you have to use 8 abilities to charge this fucking thing. Then you have to do 8 attacks in order for it to actually deal damage. Brother, what? Like this should not be so expensive. It's flashy. It's very pretty. Is it good? 10 seconds for the attacks. Yeah, there's like no casting that speeds this up either. It is really slow. It takes forever to kill shit. It is really not good. And, like, I guess the redeeming quality is that, like, oh, but it's got a big radius. It's got a really huge radius. It's actually so good because it's got a 26-meter base radius. Dog. That is not good enough. It is not good enough. Came back to Twin Slander, Hype Moment, and Aura Farm ability. Yeah, it genuinely is just Hype Moment. It is really bad. The force procs will not save this ability. I am pretty sure that, like, there's a lot of like, a lot of ability DPS that actually mogs the fuck out of this. You know, Corvex's ability DPS mogs the fuck out of this, and I shit on Corvex's ability DPS really bad. 4 is also bound by line of sight. Yeah. 4 on Sirius is Giga LOS. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. Yeah. Like, for context for this ability, it loses in DPS to Thermal Sunder. Just because of the downtime of having to cast the other abilities and the downtime of having to chew through all 8 charges in order to finally deal damage, Thermal Sunder's constant DPS literally mogs this ability. Like, use your brain for a moment and think about that. Think about, oh, when I put this on... Like, when I use this ability, I am doing less than if I were to be using Thermal Sunder. So what does this actually mean? for Sirius and Orion? Well, for Sirius and Orion, what it means is that if you are playing Sirius and Orion, you are probably going to be playing on Sirius because you don't really need to cast Orion's abilities that frequently. And you are probably going to be exclusively, like, he's just going to have Ensnare randomly, and he's going to Astral Shell randomly, and randomly he's going to occasionally do, like, a mediocre armor strip. I don't know why this is a base of 50 and not a base of 100 or some shit. Like, I don't get it. So you're going to be playing on Sirius, which means that you're going to have Jade Stars, and you're going to be constantly moving Light Sanctuary. And you are never, ever, 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 ever going to push this button, and you're sometimes going to push this button. You're never, ever, 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 ever touching this button. You can technically move this around if you want. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't help you. It's just a nothing burger ability. You're just going to activate Jade Stars, and then on Onion Ring, you're just gonna kind of let him do whatever, and that's it. He has nothing. The 4 is awful. The 1 is kind of an armor strip, sort of. The grouping is just awful. Everything's awful with these two. These guys are ass. So there you go. Check in game DMs. You call this the Slam Orion. Yikes. I don't even think Coaction Drift works on power donation. Yikes. This is just a shitpost. Does this work on your other Aura mod? Is that a... It works now? No. Coaction works on power donation now from the Sirius updates. Huh? When did they fucking make that? I'm gonna make Log a moderator. They fixed coaction. Bro, there's a couple of negative strength builds that I need to revisit now, then. It's not a shitpost build, by the way. I mean, yeah, I can see that, actually. That's what makes this so sad. That's, like, really depressing. Use it very often? I'm sure you do. Yeah, Sirius and Orion is actually really awful. Coaction works on power drift or power donation now. That's really interesting. There's a couple of frames I need to revisit then. Fascinating. Wait, so does coaction work on growing power now as well then? Because coaction used to not work on growing power. Does it also work on this? Yeah? Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Coaction, it might be back on the table, ladies and gentlemen. Yours was 34. Oh! There was like one update where it was working and they patched it out because they said it wasn't intended. Negative strength build ever worth? I feel like anything beyond a single lower strength mod like overextended isn't worth it now that Speed was base kit. They said they're going to be the better Equinox Lamau. Yeah. Yeah, Equinox fucking mogs, by the way. Equinox absolutely mogs. Well, I'm gonna go hang out with my wife now. Goodbye, chat.